What's up, guys? It's Nate, and today, or in this video, I'm going to be fixing a spring for the go-kart. This is a spring that mounts to the little throttle piece that I have, and then goes to the governor arm. And I run that engine unlimited because it has a really long stroke, and it's like to me, it's a big block. It makes good power for what it is, but it's got a pretty big block for only 2.5 horsepower. So it only revs up to about 5,000 RPMs, so I just unlimit it anyway. I've ran it full RPMs down a road for like 10 seconds and it didn't blow up, so yeah. But this spring, I normally had zip ties running through it, but I cut it. I was messing with the governor arm and at full throttle, and I broke the end. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a new end on your springs like these. So you can take a lighter or a pair of pliers or even propane torch. Not propane torch, a butane torch, and you can just heat up the very end of it until it gets fairly hot and easily bendable. And just take your pliers, grab it, and kind of bend it out. There. Super easy. I don't know if you guys could see that. I think I have a bad camera angle. Oh well, but there we go. And don't touch the spring. It's very hot. Depending on how long you leave it for, it can be hotter than other ones, but mine is fairly cool, so there we go. That is how you can fix your springs. And I'm gonna go check over the footage, make sure that that whole thing was visible, so I'll be right back. Okay, what you guys didn't see was me checking over the footage. Also, I just took the torch and fixed this eyelet a little bit, or eyelet, like the end of the spring. This is the one we made, and this is the previous one that was on the spring. It's a little messed up. I had to bend it sometimes, but you know, whatever. By the way, if you didn't know, this was the day after I made an update video, and then ... after a long time. So I'm tired, but here it is. New spring, and I'm gonna go install it. But first, we have some small zip ties. We're going to be putting these through the spring to allow the spring to not expand as much. But first, what I think I'm going to do is just put it on the go-kart anyway and see if, while running it at full RPMs, the spring flexes enough for you to lose full power. So, yeah. What I think I might just do anyway, because the engine I have, it's a flathead Tecumseh, you know that. But the carburetor's kind of weird on it. If I give it a little bit of gas, it'll still accelerate and go to almost full RPMs. So I'm thinking what I might do is just leave this spring without putting zip ties through it, and it might flex a little bit, let off. And since it goes to full RPM and just a little bit of gas, I'm thinking that might save a little bit of fuel and be less harmful for the environment and be more efficient. So I'm going to try that, but if it flexes enough to just kill the power and kill speed, then I'm going to be putting springs through it. So let's go install it. Alright, so we're here at the go-kart. There's my hand, and we have our spring. What I'm going to do is right here on the governor arm, there's 3 holes. Now, I'm not quite sure which one I should put it in, but I think what I'm going to do is just put it in the top one. I'm thinking that might make everything a little bit more smooth. So just hook it around the back. Alright, so it's hooked around the back, one part of it. Now what you can't see is me around the other side hooking it up to the throttle. I hope you're okay with this because I really don't want to have to move the camera. Alright. is kind of a pain because I'm kind of laying down. This is real tough, but you know what? It will be very worth it, I'm sure. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make this the hard way. Oh my god, this is kind of annoying because I have to like turn the spring, oh there we go, upside down to get it to grab. And alright, it's on. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody around, I'm gonna go around and see if this works. Alright, it works, but sadly I think we're going to have to put a spring in it because this was only engaging at like full throttle, which when the governor kicks in, it'll take it out to about half throttle. So I'm going to go test the go-kart. I'll be right back. Alright, so a couple things to mention. One, I did test the go-kart, so my hair is a little bit different, but because of the wind, because 30 miles an hour does do something. And it was fine. I actually couldn't tell a difference other than the throttle. The pedal was smoother, and it ran, well, it seemed to go a little bit faster. It could have just been the weather. It was probably the weather, but it felt fine, so I'm not going to be putting springs through it. But if you do want to put springs through, or springs, what the heck am I talking about? Zip ties through the spring. Here's how you do it. You put this, you can either do two methods. You can either take a zip tie and another one, and you can chop off this piece, but these zip ties have to be big enough to where the end can't go through the spring. Only the long part can. So you cut this off, then you run this through the spring, so the spring's right here, and then you take the little end you have cut off and you slide it on. And then there you go to keep your spring from expanding. Or you can take a long zip tie, run it through one end through the spring, and then bring this again around and close that. And it will eventually lengthen with the spring. And that will keep your spring from expanding, which will keep your governor from pulling back. But I am not liable for any damages if you do this to your motor, engine, whatever you have, and it blows up. You cannot sue me. You cannot you can't make me liable for the damages because it wasn't my fault. You're the one who did it. But it didn't happen on my motor because I have a really weird engine. But it could happen to yours. That will keep your governor from pulling back on the throttle, and it'll give you full speed. Sometimes full power. You might not have a governor. You might have like a limiter, which will just keep the throttle from opening all the way, no matter what. In that case, you don't want to use this trick, but because you could damage the spring. But anyway, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram and Griselle Rules. Subscribe for more videos. More subscribers I have, more I want to make videos. So you subscribe to me, and I'll give back to you. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram. Like, dislike. That's feedback. It helps me. See y'all later.